This computer. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to listen to this thing. And across from me on Zoom in Seattle, Washington is
Jake Polson. Great to be here. Thanks for having me, bud.
Woo! Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. It's good
This
to
is
be
so
back.
it's so exciting. Chris is at Yellowstone and Glacier National Park. So I figured
hell
if
yeah.
he's out by you, I might as well have you on.
Yeah, for real. Nice. How long is he out there for?
He's out there for the rest of this week. I think he gets back like Saturday or Sunday.
Dude, hell yeah. Great time of year to go.
Oh yeah.
I mean, perfect weather. Fuck yeah.
I'm very jealous. But I'll tell you what, he won't do Yellowstone as fast as we did.
He won't. We did land speed record at Yellowstone. In and out, baby.
In and out, quick 24-hour turnaround.
Yeah. Gotta dodge all the tourists.
Yeah. We were just like Cartman going through Casa Bonita.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, the clear divers, yeah.
Yeah. You big guys are, yeah.
Oh, scary. Dead Man's Tomb, scary. Instead, we were just like painted pots. Cool.
Cool. Take a picture, take a picture, take a picture. All right, let's go.
We're on the boat.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that was so I'm super excited for him. I tried to find like any like breweries to send him to, and I was like, man, it is desolate out there.
Yeah, I mean, Missoula has a couple where we were like right around where we were staying.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's nothing really. It's the wilderness, man.
It's almost like it's a national park or some shit.
It's like it's one of the biggest ones. It's so weird.
It's so odd. It's so crazy. Well, oh man, I'm excited to talk with you about the draft, since you are far more knowledgeable than I am on that department. So I'm pumped for that. What I am not pumped for is what the hell just happened in Milwaukee against Milwaukee.
Yeah, not a lot happened. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that's the big part, is that jack shit happened.
Yeah, yeah. The shutouts. It was painful to watch, especially seeing like when this offense is clicking, what it can do, and then just like yeah, it was a painful series, but oh well,
Yeah,
still
man. I mean,
a lot of baseball left to be played. So
see, that's the way I was looking at it. I was sitting there with Pat and Alicia, and I'm like, this is just a microcosm of a bigger, longer season. It sucks that the Brewers have our number. It's almost like they're
yeah, it
built to
just
beat
sucks that
us.
it just sucks that it was the Brewers and losing the division lead. That's what sucks most. But like it can happen against any team, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks going into the break, having all that momentum, feeling really good, hot and horny, and then you get to the break, come out of it, and then it's just deflating.
Yeah.
But
So
it's a
yeah,
long
I
season.
mean it's a long season. And I'm genuinely not worried. I mean, it's in a rain delay now, but you know, it's been a little bit better against the Giants tonight. And those are some important games too for the wild card if we want to stay afloat in that. And yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, but that's something that I've been harping on the past couple of weeks, is this stretch, and going through this stretch and into the trade deadline of being like, hey man, if we're close, that's when
Yeah.
you make the move. If not, stand pat, and you'll get 2 starting pitchers back in August that are very, very
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
So, but there's this guy, it's like his name, like PBS or some shit.
Oh yeah. He's
Yeah.
our publicly funded prospect. I like it.
Yeah. CES. He's the Consumer Electronics Show. He's here in Cincinnati. He's here to
Very
show
excited.
you. He's here to show you the newest 12K 67-inch TVs.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, CES.
CES.
Yeah.
CES paid for by players like him.
Yeah. I mean, given to you by the Minnesota Twins for nothing.
for Tyler Malley's UCL.
Yeah, for 9 starts of Tyler Malley. It's like,
That's
ooh.
it's not. I mean, even if Malley would have pitched to the back of his baseball card, this is still a fleecing.
Yeah, it's still a win of a trade, but like, ooh, you got to feel a little bad for Twins fans on that one, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Sometimes it just doesn't work out.
no. And those folks in Minnesota are so nice.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
Oh,
you
you
could
know
just
what? You can have them.
both locked in on that one. Oh yeah, Spencer Steer's sweet fella. Good kid. You're gonna love him. Yeah. This is Christian Encarnacion Strand. Lot of upside. Have fun.
Have fun with them.
Oh man. But yeah, I tonight 0 for 2 so far.
But
You
no
know,
strikeouts. Hasn't
no
struck out.
strikeouts.
Made contact.
Exactly.
That's important for him. So
That's
no.
that's huge. That's a lot. That's very unlike a different prospect that the Reds have up right now. But it could be worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I saw this. This was a stat from Aram Layton. The surface level stats are undeniable, but here are some positive trends on Christian Encarnacion Strand as he makes his MLB debut for the Reds. First 34 games, 41% chase rate. Last 34 games, 32% chase rate. That's
That's
still
huge.
that's
That's
better
major
than the
league
league
average.
average.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Major league average. I mean, getting it down from the Javier Baez, Sal Perez numbers of 40% is huge for him. Yeah. Walk rate's up too.
Yeah.
Strikeouts are down overall, although that's always going to be a part of his game no matter what. But yeah, I mean, if he can just stop chasing everything outside the zone and tap into that opposite field power, holy shit. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
terrifying power hitter.
Yeah, that's like oh man, that could be like an elite level player. That's undeniable. Which very cool, very excited. There was a video released. I think it was Morgan Kramsky of WCPO was on the field filming, and CES went to the left side of the plate and was just hitting opposite field homers. This guy's not a switch hitter.
Yeah, exactly.
He literally just said "fuck around," and we found out.
Yeah. Like, oh, I guess in a pinch, I could do this.
Yeah, I guess I could turn my batting helmet around and get on out there and wave it around. Dude, so funny. But like that just shows you what he can, how much just basic, like just effortless power he has.
Yeah, it's crazy. I wish I lived in the area still. I would have loved to have just gone down and seen a batting practice. Just pop in for batting practice and get the fuck out of there. Because I'm sure it's mesmerizing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see you can watch the highlight videos, but that's not like being there and just hearing like crack after crack and just watching these balls fly out of the park.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, this is his first day on the job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh, he's a kid. He's just a kid.
He's just a kid joining the other kids that are up there, just kidding around.
I did see that he didn't go full last name on the back of the jersey though.
Isn't that a bummer?
That is a bummer. I wanted to see a full circle.
We were so close. Like I saw the pictures floating around and it literally just looked like half of a McDonald's arch. I just imagine lights are on. Oh, wow. He's making me a Big Mac. There he is.
Yeah.
So, maybe CES could be our secret sauce.
Ooh, I like that.
Ah.
Yeah. It's what every Big Mac needs.
That was a big thing of thunder. Holy cow.
So this game are they going to finish this game?
Yeah, this is just a quick sell, just popping through.
Okay.
So they'll finish for sure. Just quick hour break, enough time to record the pod and then hopefully be wrong about the last inning, that kind of stuff. Yeah, basic stuff. So I think we were talking about this before we got started, but I think this isn't a long-term move because I think this is to build his value in the trade market.
Yeah. And I agree. I could see that being the end goal here. But also, he's got nothing left to prove. It would almost be an insult to leave him in the minors anymore. He has done everything that's been asked of him. And with Newman hitting the IL, like obviously he was going to be the first up anyway, I think. And I think that it's, just very convenient that he might be putting on a trade deadline showcase.
Yeah, yeah. And then Newman went on the IL with farts. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, he went on the IL with we don't want to put you in the field anymore. So
Yeah.
hey
We aren't
Newman,
seeing
does your calf hurt?
it. Do you have gastricic? Is that what it's
Yeah.
gastricic? You're farting. Go home.
Go home. Go.
Go home. You've got the farts. Just take a break.
That's gonna be a 15-day hard gas. And yeah, you're gonna want to spend it at home.
Yeah, all gas and all brakes, please.
I wonder if they're gonna like try and move him at the deadline just for spare parts. Like, kind of don't need him on the team much anymore.
No, and I think you can move him. And I think Senzel can go.
Sure. I feel like Zell might end up being more of an off-season trade bait.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it just depends on what the team desires in return. A lot of the pitching rentals on the market this year is probably going to cost, a power hitter and a young arm. So
Yeah.
I know that's what the Sox are going to be looking for all their stuff because they'll need to backfill that rotation. So
Yeah, but would you feel, I mean, I don't think Cease's stuff plays as well at GABP. I mean,
no,
I'd like to have him, but I would want Lance Lynn. I want a beef boy.
I know you. I know he wouldn't be very expensive.
No, he wouldn't. And just imagine him walking by the boathouse at Montgomery Inn with the bib on. He's just
I can picture
slamming.
it. I can picture it
Yeah.
because I've seen you do it.
So I'm just saying, I want a rib partner,
Yeah.
and I think I could
Someone.
convince. Yeah, I think I could convince Lance Lynn to meet me at the boathouse. We'll slam a rack of ribs, and we'll smoke some cigars.
Yeah. Oh, did you know for a fact that he'd be down for a Scarosa?
Dude, come on. The
Yeah.
guy, yeah, the
He
guy
might have already
totally
had
would.
one, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, he snuck one in when he was with the Cardinals.
Yeah. He accidentally invented it himself. Like, oh, this is already a thing. I've been doing this for years.
Oh, I call this a snack.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I call it my Cincinnati nap time meal.
Yeah. It's a chili dog pizza taco. Now, that's a bit wordy, Lance. We've got a better name for it.
Fuck it, deep fry
Yeah.
it. So I want him because of that. I just like a beef boy with gas. I know it's not the most ideal move. I think the smartest move, which I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, is wait it out and in the offseason sign Stroman.
Yeah. I love the consistency. Nice veteran presence for the young guys. It'd be a great signing.
And ground balls galore.
Yeah. Yeah. He would play quite well on Great American.
Yeah, I honestly think we've been talking about this for 4 months, just texting back and forth like we want Stroman, and then like
Stroman. I'd like Stroman. Wouldn't mind Stroman.
I'll take one of those.
Yeah, sign me up. It'd be interesting if the Cubs decide to trade him because he's publicly stated that he'd like to, sign an extension with him, but that might not be the case if they trade him.
Right. Because he
And I
has
don't
the
know if they
opt-out.
would even trade within the division. Is the thing. If it's a rental, who really gives a shit? Because you're waving the white flag on the season anyway, and there's no guarantee the Reds are going to re-sign him or anything. So
Right. And I agree with you. And I don't think I don't think the Cubs should go for it. I was just on the San Ranto show talking about it. I'm like, there's no reason for you guys to go for it. You went out and you signed a bunch of mid-level free agents. You did, except for Dansby, which I'm like, you're getting what you paid for the back of his baseball card, a 260 hitter who is a vacuum at short, and eventually you're gonna have to move in the second or third as he gets older. But
Yeah.
aside from
And you get to
that,
stare at him every day, which is
oh,
nice. That's really
yeah,
what you're paying for. Is just all those pictures and just watching him warm up, run in the field, sweat dripping down that beautiful hair. All right.
oh. Well, you know that the Chicago River, since he was signed, has gone up a foot.
I'll bet.
We'll let the folks connect the dots on that one. That's not a difficult joke to figure out, and it's disgusting. But yeah, I mean, I'm not willing to part with a ton here, but but if it means, what would you think about this? I've been stewing on this, and I've been talking about this with some folks. Like, what do you think about like getting somebody like Brady Singer?
He's got to be available.
I think he is. I think everyone on the Royals is available.
Yeah, I mean, they've just eaten such a large bag of shit this season that I think they've got to pretty much be open to any idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's in the offseason where it includes Jonathan India, someone with that much upside and potential. It was good last year, and then somehow everyone on the Royals forgot how they were good.
Yeah.
And
That's so interesting. Like they were seemingly up and coming, and then everyone just stopped, especially the position players. Yeah.
Yeah,
No one's
Pasquatch
hitting.
hurt.
I mean, he was hitting before he got hurt. But like MJ Melendez took a huge step back. None of the prospects they've called upon have done anything, like Michael Massey and stuff. Witt Jr. is exciting, but not a very consistent ball player. He still is. I mean, he's got all the tools. I'm sure he still has a very good career. But yeah,
Sure. But, I'm just, you think about putting Singer with DJ.
oh, for sure. And in the same breath, I would love to get my hands on Daniel Lynch for the same reason. I quite like him.
I do too. I like both of them a lot. I mean, if you could pull off a package where you could get both, which that would be a high.
That'd be a lot. Yeah, they're both controllable till like 2027, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Lynch probably isn't even, he's not even ARB eligible.
No. So I would get one, and whichever one, either one works for me, knowing the upside and what they can do. But I think that is for sure an offseason move, and that is something that includes India, Senzel, and you give me some lower level prospects because they need help on the major league level now.
Yeah. I mean, I would move Marte in that trade.
You would?
Or Encarnacion Strong to get a controllable pitcher like that. Yeah.
Man, yeah. I mean,
it all depends on what they want is the thing. Like, I bet they would want Jonathan India since everyone they've called up to man second base for them this year has sucked. So that would be a great addition. But if they wanted a power bat, like I would move anyone that they wanted, like one premier position player, and then they're going to want an arm. So like, Brandon Williamson or, something like that.
I'll give you Joe Doyle.
Yeah. He's yours, the big old boy.
Big boy, another beefy man. Yeah, there's just something to think about. But with the trade deadline coming up and with this stretch of games, knowing going into the first, a lot on the line, you kind of want to start winning.
Yeah.
But most importantly, you want to score runs. And that did not happen this weekend.
Yeah. It sure didn't.
But what was better was your starting pitching.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Graham Ashcraft of Friday, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Those aren't sensual, crazy fantasy baseball numbers. But what is nice? 1 earned run in 6 innings.
Yeah. He's junking his way to success. He's just throwing the kitchen sink at him and, keeping everyone off balance. It's working for him right now.
Yeah.
I will say, like, you know, there's a lot of red flags in the profile, but it doesn't matter if it's working, you know. And
Yeah.
he's such a bulldog that he can just like he can just pitch through problems just through sheer will.
Yeah, because he'll go up there and he can hit you with a 98, 99 mile an hour fastball
Yeah.
and then hit you. But then here's the crazy thing, hit you with a 93 mile an hour slider.
Yeah. I mean, he's got great stuff. You see him on the Stuff Plus like leaderboards. He's got it. He just needs to put the pieces together. And there's a hell of a pitcher in there, I guarantee it.
It's close. It's closer.
Yeah.
I mean, he went up there and he threw his sinker once. It was all cutters and sliders.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big lot of not a lot of whiff rate, but guess what? Weak contact is exactly what you're looking for.
Especially if you're slumping, just like put the ball on the field. Let your great defense behind you pick up the slack.
Yep.
You know?
And that was something that he was stressing when he was going through that stretch in May and June. That was just he was hunting K's when he didn't have the mix to do it.
Yeah, you know, if the stuff's not there, you can't just blow it past everyone. And he was able to do that earlier in the season, but you got to adjust. That's all baseball is adjustment after adjustment after adjustment. And it seems like he's figured it out. He's trying to get the ball on the ground a lot more and letting the defense do their job behind him, and they're doing a great job. So that's why I think he's turned a corner.
I think he's back to who he was, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think he's back to being a very useful member of this rotation.
The guy that we thought
could too soon.
Yeah. Back to the guy who we thought would be the third man in this rotation, but is actually number 2 because of injuries. But it's like, hey, doesn't have to be sexy. It just has to get done.
Yeah.
So he
can eat innings. God damn it.
Yeah.
He can fucking eat innings. Give this patchwork bullpen a break. Like, just go out there and get a 6.
You know who else can eat?
Lance Lynn.
Yeah, God, Lance Lynn.
I think he's eaten a few too many innings, honestly. He could cut back.
Yeah. So look, the numbers aren't sensual, but guess what? W's don't also come with style points.
Yeah.
So it's not like the team of 2020 where you have Luis, Sonny, and Bauer go out there and they're like 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 12 Ks. Just being Ferraris out there.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, but hey, whatever. So Abbott, again, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Again, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Awesome. A lot of weak contact. A great pitch mix. Very balanced. 4-seamer 39 times, curveball 13, slider 27 times, changeup 11. You love to see that.
Yeah. I mean, I love what he's turned into, and just so quick. I mean, it just clicked for him this year, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean,
absolutely beautiful.
And I love how he works horizontally. Like, he's just picking you apart. Like, he can throw a 93-mile-an-hour fastball high because he's already fooled you with a 83-mile-an-hour slider low.
Yeah. And that's the only place he's really getting burned consistently is with the long ball. Not hitting that high fastball mark every once in a while, but solo homer, whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to happen in Great American Ballpark. So just get used to it. Yeah. And he's not putting anyone on base. He's not walking anyone. Like, screw it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like a solo home run counts for 2.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Unless you hit 2 solo home runs.
Okay.
And then that is 2. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that. I kind of know how baseball sometimes works.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm glad you checked in because I am pretty fucking stupid, but not this fucking stupid.
What do you think they're gonna do with his innings? Do you think they might start gapping them a bit?
So I was sent a rumor that no matter where the Reds are, that they're going to start shutting him down, and they'll shut
Yeah,
down a lot of guys who are
it's
getting.
probably sensible, but it just sucks to hear. You know, it's like fuck.
I know, but here's my thing. Like, say you do go out and you get a guy, okay,
Yeah,
and you get Lodolo back, and you get Green back.
Hunter back. Yeah,
You don't feel as bad doing that because then you can just keep throwing out Lively and Weaver.
yeah. Well, I mean, my hope was sort of uh 6 man for the end of the year to help all of the starting pitchers out. You know,
Gotcha.
you got two guys coming back from injury. You got two young guys, you know, like there's really no worry about Ashcraft's innings. But at the same time, like, you know, if we make it to the playoffs, it would help to have him a little extra, you know, a little fresher than normal.
Sure.
So if you go out and pick up I would love for them to just get Michael Lorenzen back. It'd be cheap. He's a fan favorite, like every it would be beloved immediately, and he's perfect for just stretching out the rotation. You
Right.
know, and then that would keep Abbott in there a little longer. I mean, he's electric on the mound. He's a great teammate. I'm sure. You know, I would rather have him in the clubhouse pitching on longer rests than just shut him down. But at the same time, it does make more sense to just shut him down and make sure he's healthy. And this is our window opening. Let's keep everyone healthy. Let's not
Yeah.
mortgage anyone's arm for a wild card spot
Yeah.
when
I'm
we
totally
could be winning the division for years.
right for the
Rather have them healthy for that.
right for the next 4 to 7 years.
Yeah,
Potentially. Let's not get too Cubs ahead of ourselves here.
I know, right?
But yeah, I mean, Michael Lorenzen, I mean, you just saw him pitch in Seattle and had a great outing.
Yeah.
And he's the
That's the thing.
second best.
I love Lorenz, and I one of the sadder departures was seeing him go, especially because he would have been so cheap to just keep him around. But I get it; they weren't competing at the time. No reason to hang on to him.
Yeah, and Lorenzen's the second best two-way player available in the market.
Hey, that's a very good point. Yeah,
You know,
and I don't think we're going to get our hands on the top guy. Something tells me.
dude, what do you think about those rumors flying around? I mean, they're fun.
Yeah, I'd love to see it happen just to see what it would take because it's probably the last time he'll ever get traded.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's going to sign a monster contract this offseason, but that probably will include a full no trade clause. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
this is probably the only time you'll ever see Shohei get traded, and I'd love to see what it would take.
Yeah.
Just imagine the bidding war, especially because like a lot of the contenders have very deep farm systems. I mean, if the Rangers wanted them, they could just get them. Rangers have a crazy deep farm system.
Yes. With they have a crazy deep
Yeah,
farm
so do the
system.
Rays. Rays can fucking have them in an instant. They really, like it would be fascinating to see what it would take.
So the Rangers farm
Fucking
system is
Jim
so.
Bowden.
Oh yeah.
Jim
Well,
Bowden. Did you see that athletic article
what did he say?
today? Oh, he was speculating on Shohei, like what the return would be in a Shohei trade. And he was basically saying your entire farm system. It was like, all right, this is why you're not a GM anymore.
Yeah.
This is why you haven't been actually had a job for a decade.
Yeah, when he mentioned a couple of weeks ago, he mentioned, this is what I would do if I was running the Reds. We did the same thing in '95. I was like, yeah, did it work?
Yeah, you idiot.
Yeah,
You got
buffoon.
fired.
Yeah, you got fired by a milkman. So, you think the groundwork for that trade just starts at Juan Soto, like that deal from last year?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, I mean, geez, if you're basing it off of the Reds and what I have the most knowledge of, you're going CES, Arroyo, Marte, Connor Phillips,
Yeah.
Jonathan
Actually,
India,
it would
Nick
probably
Senzel.
be more like Matt McClain, Andrew Abbott, Marte. That's where you're starting there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to take a lot. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
And it all depends on what the Angels want to do. If this is them taking a bit of a rebuild, then they'll probably want the younger guys. And then in that case, they would want Edwin Arroyo or like,
Right.
and guys you can just dream on. Maybe the international, our top international signing this year. They could win him, Alfredo Duno. He's fucking crushing it in rookie ball as a
Yeah.
17-year-old. Like, would be an interesting guy to pick up. But I have a feeling that they would want more major league talent, and probably they would want to pick off of the major league roster. That's why I would lean towards it being like McLean, Abbott, Marte, shit like that. That's like
Oh,
they can
yeah.
just plug it right into the roster.
Yeah. 100%. They want to do a Reds rebuild, like what
Yeah,
they just did.
yeah.
But instead of trading away your rotation, you're trading away your ace and your best hitter.
The thing is, like without Shohei, do they even have enough talent to like do a quick rebuild? Like
Well, think about
unless
how
they
much.
trade Trout, but Trout he can nix anything. He's got 10-5, right? So
But here's the thing: they will then have so much money still because they won't be
yeah,
signing him. So basically, what you're telling your fan base is, look, we're not going to pay 10 years, 750 or whatever the final total is going to be. That's my guess. I think also his agents are going to have to, and these front offices are going to have honest conversations of how long he's still going to pitch and how much that's worth annually.
mhm.
So, but I think it's around 750, 734. But you're telling your fan base, we're not spending this money on one dude at two positions. So they're going to have to go out and be like, all right, we're going to have to sign a superstar again. And we're going to have to sign a bunch of mid-level free agents to kind of hold it over to.
Yeah. And that always works so well for the Angels, those big free agent signings.
Yeah, that Rendon contract is awesome.
Yeah. Hamilton before him, Pujols before him. It's been flawless, honestly.
Oh boy, I feel so bad for those fans. But you know
Yeah.
what? I don't because they
I
don't know what
don't
humidity
because
is.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And they live in LA, so if they suck, they're just Dodgers fans all of a sudden.
They can just go, hold on here, and
And this is why I have both cats.
yeah, it's basically Homer coming out of the bushes. That's what it is.
I'm a Dodgers fan now. Always been a Dodgers fan ever since they were in New Haven.
Ever since they signed
Johnny
Shohei,
Robinson. Yeah.
Johnny Robinson. Oh shit, that's so funny. Ben Lively, I was there up close and personal. He looked good yesterday, but that strike zone was one of the worst I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. Yep. Man, we had a stretch of those too.
Yeah,
Right before the break, I was losing my mind.
dude.
It went white skinny like in a 4 game set, and I was like, "What is happening? What is happening? What even is a strike?"
Yeah, it's just what is a catch all over again.
Yeah, yeah.
But robo umps are coming, and I think that they are clearly shaking in their boots. The system works. We saw it together live. It's pretty great.
Love it, yeah. And challenging the call, just some of those were fun. Like
Yeah,
there's that middle strike where it's like, I think they challenged just to use the challenge. Why leave it on the table?
yeah, just to get that quick breather instead of burning your one
Yeah.
time out.
Was it a strike though? How middle of the plate was it?
Already had to check the board. Ding, ding, ding. It's a strike, motherfucker.
Brought to you by Fred Myers.
Num num. But no, I watching Bell get tossed. It was so bad. And I was about 10 feet from him, so I could hear him when he went out.
Mm-hmm.
And all he said was, "Hey, I just wanna know." And then he tossed it.
Nice.
Not even like,
was it, "Hey, I wanna fucking know"?
No, it wasn't. It was, "Hey, I just wanna know." And
Why
then
you suck so bad at your fucking job.
and then he just went out there and was like, "The fuck."
Yeah.
Let's I'm trying to take a see here as under a rain delay. Okay, it's been 42 minutes since they tweeted it, but still no update on when they're coming back. I just wanted to take a quick look there. But
for sure.
That since 2019, David Bell is second in ejections.
Behind Karen Boone.
Karen Boone, yeah. Yeah. Aaron, let me speak to your manager, Boone.
Yeah. Aaron, you are the manager.
Oh,
I was? Oh, shit.
I thought it was just a walking watch ad.
Yeah. Man, our childhood heroes are really accumulating on the Yankees, though.
Dude, Sean
Casey, brand new hitting coach.
Dude, he's just going in there to be a hype man.
Dude, he's gonna scream him into shape. That's what he's gonna do.
Guys, we just yeah. I love the mayor, but that's exactly what he's gonna do.
Yeah. No, I mean at a certain point they'll start hitting just to shut him up.
That is Aaron Boone's strategy.
Yeah.
You hit, Case shuts the fuck up.
Yeah. I'll lock him in the towel closet. Everyone can get some peace.
Oh my god, that's so funny. If he just comes out, goes in the clubhouse. Who took my hair gel? I mean, what tips is he gonna give?
Costco bottle. Fuck you.
We thought it was sunscreen because of how big the bottle was. But what is he gonna tell Giancarlo Stanton? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, retire. I don't know what the advice could be at this point. He's pretty lost.
Yeah, it's not great. The bat speed's still there. It's just finding the ball. It's hard for him.
Yeah. I mean, like, it really is amazing just how, I mean, it's like Baez-esque levels of just like a foot away from the ball. It's like, Jesus Christ, what do you even look at? Like, what are you seeing out there, man? Like, is it a vision problem at this point?
It could be.
Yeah, I got cataracts.
He might be overdoing it on the shake weight.
Yeah.
But Ben Lively yesterday looked good until he was pulled. I mean, I think it was his pec again. I watched him go into the tunnel.
Damn titties.
Titties. Bounce when she awoke. So yeah, but 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 Ks. Gave up this one pitch, 1 dinger to swings for Otto. I'm just trying to get it to stick, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not a bad nickname, you know.
I've been working on it 4 years.
I can tell. It's there. It's there. It's there.
Yeah. What was it? Oh, fun fact about Christian Yelich. Never looked at himself in a mirror.
Yeah, it would crack.
I was going to say he would disappear because he's a vampire. Anyway. Williamson looked good tonight, man. I mean, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned run, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Again, another quality start.
Yeah. We just need a few runs, just a few.
Yeah, because now I'm looking at the bullpen stats for the week, and how many earned runs were given up in that stretch? 3, 4. 2 by Lucas Sims, 1 by Derek Law, 1 by Buck Groundchuck. Then Buck Farmer.
And that was just a bad call anyway. Yeah.
Yep. So you take one of those off the board for Sims. But and also Alexis Diaz should not have been out there for the 8th inning.
Yeah, that is stupid.
Flip it. You put
Yeah.
Buck out there. That's what you do with the closer.
Yeah, yeah. I completely agree. I think who knows, maybe David Bell was just bored and he's like, what do we did this? Huh? Anyone? Guys, why no one's answering me?
Well, he's been doing that since he got here. His
I
high
know it.
leverage philosophy is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We
I mean, I hate the entire way he uses a bullpen. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's mostly worked this year, aside from when he does this shit with Alexis. Like he has used Lucas Sims as a high leverage reliever.
Mhm.
That's his deployed boy. And it's worked 85% of the time.
Sure.
We need one more of those.
Yeah.
I think that's
And
all the
there's some
bullpen's missing.
another lefty would be nice. You know, there's not going to be too many out there unless the Mets continue to suck, and then we could see if we can't bring Brooks Raley back
Yes,
into the fold.
that'd be pretty awesome.
But yeah, another lefty would be nice, but just another, like maybe get Justin Lawrence from the Rockies or something. Hunter Harvey just went on the IL. That would have been a nice pickup because they still both of them still have, I believe, 3 years of team control left.
Yeah. So how much is that going to? Do you see this? The cat's on the podcast.
No, I see it.
Yeah, it's cute.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ezra's on my lap. Here we go. I think this is a first.
I'll go drag Piper in here
Yeah, to
so
scare
she
the
can
boy.
freak out. Probably knock this laptop off the table. Isn't she cute? Isn't she cute too?
Just,
Oh, is there a ball in here? Ball.
yeah, I'm shocked she's not under your standing desk licking your foot.
Yeah, yeah. Look at my gross toe.
Look at the gross toe.
It's got to be tasty.
Yeah, it's almost, you know what? It's crazy. It's almost like there was a hard throwing, high leverage lefty available. And then
And a certain team gave them away for pretty much nothing.
and it would have
Shame
been
that didn't
cool.
happen though. Shame that's entirely hypothetical.
Damn, I know. What a real bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the Justin Lawrence move, and I like whatever. You know what? I also like you go out and get Brent Suter from the Rockies as well.
I would fucking love that. Yeah.
Hometown
At
guy.
that point, maybe get Trevor Gott from the Mets. Bring all the boys home. Really
Bring
bring
him
the boys
in.
back.
Did you say Trevor
Was it
got from the
Lorenzen? It's all just like fan favorite moves. We bring back Lorenzen. We go get Suter. We go get Trevor Gott.
and just go and pull Francisco Cordero out of retirement?
Yeah. Or not.
No, you don't have to. But we've been harping on this the whole so far this entire episode, and it's time to get to it. This fucking offense was just dog shit.
Yeah, man. And it wasn't fun to watch.
No. You had one homer the whole series.
Yeah.
Took 3 days to be able to don the Viking apparel.
Mm-hmm.
And your best hitter over this stretch is Matt McLean, but he's batting close to what he's been doing all season, 273, 333, 364.
Yeah.
But the sad thing is half of those ABs he was up there, he's striking out.
Yeah. It was a frustrating slow start for the bats. Hopefully you can just chalk it up to, we didn't have an all-star hitter. Everyone was on break. Everyone had, the 4 days off, and just kick the rust off a bit. I mean, it's a tough pitching staff to come back to with them being well rested. I mean, Burns was electric on Friday night. Like,
he was so dominant.
That's tough no matter what. Freddie Peralta, I mean, he's hittable. Like he was kind of locked in, but yeah, definitely more ineptness at the plate than actual skill on the mound with that one.
Yeah,
But yeah, and then with a tough bullpen, like yeah, it was a tough team to start the second half against.
yeah. And it just keeps going too, but
I know
we'll,
the upcoming schedule is rough.
we'll get there shortly. The one guy who I was like, God damn, the whole weekend, was Will Benson again.
I know he's turned into quite a ball player.
Yeah, remember when we talked so much shit?
Sure did. I sure do remember that. Sure do.
Sure
And
do.
you know what? I don't regret it because he did suck at the time. But
It
man,
worked.
yeah, yeah, it worked. Yeah, that's it. That's we did that.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Will.
It wasn't like he fixed his approach or
Yeah, he
started
started working
having
with
confidence.
Joey. Yeah, yeah. No, it was us talking shit, talking mad shit.
Yeah. It's so impressive watching him command, like just his knowledge of the strike zone is so much better that it's like, yeah, man, you don't need to hit dingers every time, just as long as you get on.
Yeah, use your speed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's you can win ball games that way too. Doesn't always have to be dingers.
One of the Dotson guys, it's either Chad or Nate, said, I think it was Chad, said, why isn't Will Benson your leadoff?
I mean, for real. Yeah,
With that on base percentage, I couldn't agree more.
great table setter.
Yeah, and that's what a leadoff guy does. And for some reason, Jonathan India isn't that guy anymore. TJ Friel's looked a little rough coming out of the break. But
Hmm.
and then Elly tonight leading off was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, not against it. What's nice is there's so much flexibility within the lineup. Like you don't really need anyone in defined roles. You can do a lot of mixing and matching as long as it doesn't fuck with any of the players. But everyone's on board on with this team. This is a do anything for the club kind of mentality.
Yeah,
So having that lineup flexibility is fantastic, especially getting Sess in there, and it just add lengthens it even more.
yeah, 100%. Well, speaking of length, Elly's swing.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried, bud.
yeah, yeah. I
Elly,
mean, it, yeah, yeah. We knew it could be a problem.
but this is bad. Like
Yeah,
Elly De La Chase, dude.
for sure.
Um,
Um, yeah, just I mean, like we were talking about earlier, it's all about adjustments. He
yeah,
came up, set the world on fire, and he can still be a hugely successful part of the club. Just getting on base once a night. But oh boy, he is. There's just such a massive hole in the swing right now, and he's just yeah chasing everything.
yeah. Swing
I mean,
Graphs
hit just
tweeted,
seventh. Time for some sit down time with old Daddy Votto.
yeah, as in, hey, bud, you don't have to be long everywhere you get to it. Okay.
Yeah,
You can be quick and short. And with all the
yeah,
power that he has and can generate, it
yeah.
won't matter. But
You shouldn't be chasing anything with bat speed like that. Like you can handle every pitch. You can hit a home run with every pitch inside the zone. You shouldn't be chasing anything.
agreed, sir.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah,
Swing Graphs tweeted Elly De La Cruz is an exciting player, but he has a very big problem. His attack angle is second lowest in MLB. Only Eric Hosmer, beat him in beer pong, is lower.
yeah.
This is costing
Not
him
a
a
guy you want to be
whopping.
compared to.
No, he's because he doesn't have a job right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
Ugh. This is costing him a whopping 81 points of ex Wobacon. So unfortunately, because with his above average VBA, he could easily have top quartile contact quality. That's a lot of jargon that doesn't make sense to a normal human being.
Yeah. I'm also impressed that you didn't pronounce it Will Bacon.
It's very hard not to.
I every time I see it, it's like, whoa, bacon. It's like, I'm hungry. Anyone else hungry?
Okay, Lance, you hungry?
Lance.
Lance,
Yeah,
bacon.
I've got a ton of woe bacon, honestly.
I got woe bacon. I got bow bacon. I got ha
Yeah.
bacon. I got da bacon.
Lance, just go sit down.
Okay, does anybody want a cinnamon roll? But yeah, I think two guys, one guy in Seattle, one guy in Cincinnati. I'm sweaty. You're probably a little sweaty. We're just sitting here telling them, just tighten up your swing, man. That's it.
Yeah, no, it's that, and you know what? It is that easy against major league pitching too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely, fastballs don't just become sliders in a millisecond. It's not like it's that hard.
Yeah, come on, figure it out.
Yeah.
Get paid millions of dollars to play a child's game. Okay. I have a house payment and I'm sweaty. This mortgage ain't gonna pay
Better
itself.
be listening. Yeah.
Better be listening, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Hey, we're a decade older. You got to listen to your elders, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know.
Listen, do this at a young age. Moisturize.
That's honestly sound advice.
Just looking out for my kids.
Yeah.
Looking out for my boys. Again, important stretch. This is it. This is the playoff baseball started already. Okay, it's happening.
It really has. Yeah.
You got
It
four
really
against. You've got 4 against the Giants, and you got 3 against the Diamondbacks at home, and then you are last series of the year versus Milwaukee at Milwaukee,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 at LA.
Yeah.
The Dodgers.
That's a lot. That's a lot of must-win baseball. That's a lot of
Mhm.
teams directly ahead of us in the standings.
And then you follow that up on the last day of July, Cubs at Wrigley, and then the trade deadline.
Yeah.
You gotta go out there and take 3 out of 4 from the Giants.
Be nice.
It'd be great if you took 2 out of 3 from the Diamondbacks, but you can take 1. But
I mean, I don't think Merrill Kelly's going to be back, so that rotation is a lot less scary without him. But yeah, Are you excited for those games? I caught some Diamondbacks games. Fun team to watch. Just a lot like the Reds. Young, fast, exciting. Yeah.
I'm so pumped to see Corbin Carroll, dude.
Yeah. Having both him and Elly on the field is just like, what's going to happen? Literally anything's possible.
We can see both of those guys hit for the cycle.
Yeah.
Same game. Here's the thing, though. In the last 28, the Diamondbacks are 11-17, dog.
Mm-hmm. They've been dealing with some injuries, slowing down. Like Corbin Carroll was like, had he never went on the IL, but he just was like missing 2 games and back and forth. Merrill Kelly went down. Yeah. A beatable team right now, more so than at the beginning of the season.
Yep. This is a situation of it's not who you play, but when you play them. And this is a great time to do that.
Yeah. And we should catch the back half of that rotation. And God, no one's really scary back there.
It's dog shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a lot of hittable arms. So might be catching them at the right time. That honestly is probably the easiest series on the board, just because the Giants is 4 game set.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then at LA, they just have it's tough. They're not historically a great West Coast team, but this is also a brand new ball club that doesn't seem to be intimidated by anything. So hopefully they just shake that trend right out.
Yeah, but the Dodgers are starting to get it together, which is even more scary.
Oh yeah, which is even more scary. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just don't want to fucking play the Brewers again. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine with playing them as long as we sweep them in embarrassing fashion. I mean, outscore them like 73-2, something like that. But really, I'm keeping my expectations low, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
keeping it just 3 game sweep.
Dude,
Demoralize them,
Yeah.
They'll just move the team again. They're like, hey, we've done it before. Milwaukee bounces back every time, but we're getting out of here.
We're getting out of here. We're gonna pull their pants out and make them piss all over the concourse.
I love it. Yes, that's all I want. I don't think I'm asking too much.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm really excited. We talked trade deadline, Kevin Newman with farts. We covered that. Oh, your expertise. I'm very excited. Draft. Rhett Lauder.
Oh
Great
man.
pick.
I mean, they crushed it again. They have crushed the past like 10 drafts. They're doing pretty goddamn good.
They're very good at it.
Yeah. Also, just having a guy in the Reds, his name is Rhett Lauder, is perfect. How do you pass that up?
Yeah.
It's the perfect name for the org. But yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ty Floyd.
I love the pick. I love the fucking pick. His changeup is a masterpiece. It's such a good pitch. And yeah, he's just big, fucking durable, never missed a start. Like, yeah, I loved that pick. I'm glad they didn't go with like Kyle Teal or anything. I think the only way they wouldn't have gone Rhett Lauder is if one of the top five had somehow fallen, but that was pretty slim chances anyway.
Yeah. It was so odd listening and reading all this stuff going into the draft and saying that, like, oh, it's just so top five heavy. But then you look at what the Reds did, and everyone's like, holy shit, we misevaluated.
I mean, it was a deeper. I saw a lot of that too. I felt like it was a pretty deep draft, honestly, deeper than some of the recent years. I mean, this is the first true like sort of non-COVID draft.
Yeah,
where it feels like it was back in the day. And yeah, I thought it was a deep draft, and they played it perfectly. I mean, take two college arms and then let a couple high schoolers fall to you, like
yeah,
fucking
fucking sweet.
yeah.
I mean,
The Reds are just so fucking good at drafting.
yeah, I mean, when you're a mid-market team, that it's not that they don't spend money. Like, I'm tired of that narrative with the Reds. They're always middle of the pack when they're competitive, or they're in within the top 10 in spending. So fucking stop saying that ownership is cheap. They're smart. So Ty Floyd, what a great pick in your compensation pick.
I mean, honestly, there's got to be at least a little temptation within the org to see if he can't be successful in a major league bullpen right now. His fastball's unhittable. You
Yeah.
know, like it would be interesting. I don't think anyone would want to just completely fuck with his development like that, but I swear to God, that fastball could play in a bullpen right now. He might not. There'd be probably some rough stretches, but you know, we were fucking desperate. But yeah, I mean, might as well just get a Spencer Strider project in the comp round.
Yeah. And and Spencer Strider, not too bad of a project.
Yeah. I mean, when you know, it's the most successful pitch in baseball history. Is a fastball. If you got a great, just fucking unhittable fastball, like it's a major league pitcher. He'll make his way onto the club somehow.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's as a starter. But if it's out of the bullpen, just fucking mowing people down, whatever.
Nothing
You
wrong
know?
with that. So, I mean, it's not like the Reds are afraid to do that. They did it with Mike Leake.
Yeah.
So
That's the thing is like they're not afraid to do that. And it's been happening more and more recently. And it's an interesting thought because I genuinely think like maybe not bring them up right away, like give them like put them down in double A and give them, like some 45 pitch outings, give them 2 to 3 innings, see how it goes. I mean, he already pitched in the College World Series, so he's got a lot of innings on the arm already. I mean, that would probably be stupid to do, but it would be interesting.
yeah, but here's my thing with these two that I can see happening. Send them to the fall league, pitch well, keep them loose, to have a good off season, and then you see what they do in spring training.
Yeah, I mean, they're both guys that could be on this roster by this time next year.
Yep.
If everything breaks right with their development, especially Rhett Lauder. I mean, he's already a pretty polished pitcher.
Yeah.
Like a few minor mechanical tweaks, but he's already had success at the, highest level possible for him.
Hmm.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. It was a great way to start the draft.
Yep.
And they both signed under slot, which was nice.
Saw that. That was huge.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
expect
Because
that.
we're going to need it for our fourth round pick, that Cole Schoenwetter guy, the
Yeah. Tell me
pitcher.
about this fella.
I mean, he's a high school arm you can dream on. Like uh, he's got it. Like he's got all the makings of uh a fun little project to throw down in single A. And relative, like not too strong of a commitment to UC Santa Barbara. I think they'll end up signing him. He's the only one of the top 10 picks they haven't signed already.
Yeah.
And they
I'm
have
looking at
about
it
a
right now.
million and a half or like maybe 1.6 left in the bonus pool. And then you can go past, you got wiggle room to move past it too. And considering slot for that pick is like 700, I think that'll be enough to sign him away from that Santa Barbara commitment.
Yeah.
But if
I can
not, I
see
mean,
it.
if he wants more than that, then like just let him go. It's a lot of
Yeah.
money for a full pick, you know.
Yeah. But worth it.
Yeah.
So give me one more guy here that you're like, this I'm super hyped on.
I loved Sammy Spifora, the
Okay,
second
the
rounder, the high
shortstop.
school shortstop. Yeah. If as far as like high school profiles go, it's a pretty high floor. It just it seems like a ball player. You know what I mean? Like simple, no noise swing. It just works. Um, he's a teenager. There could still be power in that profile. It's not projected for anything higher than like 45 right now.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Give me
even
one
that's best
sec. My
case
headphones
scenario.
died.
Okay.
Oh, God damn it. I knew I got a thing. All right. Finish that thought, then we're gonna have to wrap this thing up because my fucking headphones died.
Nice. Um, that was basically the end of the thought. Is he's just it's a good you know because he was going to cost more than what people wanted. Got to steal. He shouldn't have been there in the second round. He's his first round talent that they got at the start of the second.
That's awesome.
So
Well,
signed for not even that much over slot. I think it was only like 500,000 over, which
yeah,
isn't terrible.
he signed for so he was at
It's like
1.9 and then signed for 2.49.
5.49, yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's not bad. I'll take it. I
Yep.
mean, you were gonna have to do that to get them, you know.
Yeah.
So,
So
but yeah, and they drafted a two-way player way down in the fucking like 17th round or some shit with a great name, Jean-Pierre Ortiz.
yeah.
Hope he makes it, just so I can keep saying that.
Yeah, I hope so too. We'll find out in 4 years,
Yeah,
maybe 6.
yeah,
So
and yeah, good draft. I loved it. Another draft, another successful draft. I'm sure.
yeah. Let's round third and head for home. Let's do the shout outs here. Thank you to Sports Drink for having us and being a place that lets us release our podcast in a coffee shop in New Orleans. Thank you to In the Clutch. Check it out. Sweet new Elly Reds Future Tea on Comfort Colors. What? Use the promo code Nasty Boys for 10% off. And Jake, I got a couple shirts I got to send to you on my kitchen table.
Oh,
And then thanks for joining me, man. This has been awesome.
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Always, dude.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, the pleasure so is all mine.
I'm sure.
and as always, go Redlands.
Go Reds.